All right, today, AP Biology students, I just want to give you a quick intro of stuff you probably already know involving biology. I don't think it's really necessary that you take notes, but I want to run through this first intro PowerPoint, the nature of biological inquiry, biology as a science, the scientific method, all of that stuff. Why should I accept that a collection of facts has merit? Why should I accept facts? Well, remember these things. At one time, scientists believed that the earth was flat, right? Because those were the facts. At one time, we thought the Earth was the center of the universe because those were the facts. At one time, we thought the cell was the smallest known particle because those were the facts. So the whole point is the facts can change as we study and research. We will learn new things about life in the universe, especially on Earth, and that's the whole point of science and biology, is to keep studying and to never stop, to try to learn about what's up with what we are and what we have. HIV cannot be cured. You probably heard about this summer, maybe not, that they actually cured HIV in the first person using some special techniques. So we'll see if we can take that and use it for a lot of people that have HIV. And obviously with COVID-19, there's a lot of science going on trying to develop antibody therapies, and hopefully we have a vaccine soon for the COVID-19. Life only exists on Earth. At this point, those are the facts. We do not know that life exists anywhere else in the universe except for on Earth. Although we have a lot of stories about those guys, and that scares me. What is science? Have you ever defined science? Most people have not. Here's the dictionary definition: the systematic study of the natural world with the establishment of verifiable general laws. So you see a lot of those laws in physics and chemistry, and they're concrete for the most part. In biology, we don't have a lot of laws. So there are a lot of exceptions to the rules in biology, and we'll see some of those as we move through the class. But at the same time, there are some schemes that a lot of different organisms use. So in other words, what is science? If we were to break that down a little bit, studying the world, studying natural life, studying living and non-living. Scientific method. You learned about it in middle school, maybe even elementary class. When we want to learn things about life, we observe first. Then we make a hypothesis. Remember, that's an educated guess. Then we do an experiment. We record our data. We analyze the data. We make conclusions about the data. And then we report it. We write everything down. We publish it. We write it in a notebook, whatever it takes. That's science. And we'll do science throughout this year. You always have a control group. Control group is where everything's kept the same. A lot of the time in biology, you use distilled water. In chemistry, you use distilled water as your control group, or you control temperature, or you control pH, or you control time. Experimental group is where you change that one variable. So I could change the temp, I could change the time, I could change the pH. So huge that you have these two groups in science. And I kind of gave you examples already. As far as making graphs, we'll make some graphs this year. X-axis always has the independent variable. And in science, most of the time, that's time. Time is an independent variable on the X. And then the Y-axis gets the dependent variable. And that's what's going to change during the experiment. Validity and reliability. So every single experiment has to be valid and reliable. In chemistry, you used accuracy and precision. We use two different words in biology. So does my experiment test what I want? Do I get the same results if I do the experiment 1,000 times? And that's your goal. If you do that same experiment 1,000 times, you should get the exact same results. If you don't, you have to modify your experiment and do my statistics, verify my results. We'll do some statistics stuff throughout the year to try to verify some data that we get. So validity, the degree to which a study accurately reflects what I'm attempting to measure, and reliability, the extent to which the measurements remain consistent over repeated times. So validity in chemistry is accuracy, reliability in chemistry is precision. So just two different words for accuracy and precision. Theories. Our hypotheses supported by a lot of evidence. So we know about several theories. We'll actually cover the theory of evolution in January of next year, second semester, plus other theories. So we don't know that they're right, but we don't. There's nothing really to prove that they're wrong, and that's why theories can kind of be molded like clay. We can change some things about theories. Facts are just straight up at this point. There's nothing to tell us that a fact is incorrect. Although, if you go back to my first slide, we know some things that humans, how we thought about some things early on because we didn't have enough facts. Limitations of science um, would be not aliens because we don't know that aliens are real, but the big limitation of science is humans. Are humans. Humans will always limit science because we humans always make mistakes. And in science, the more you can learn from those mistakes and not try not to make mistakes during experimentation and researching, the better off you'll be as a scientist. Characteristics of life. So as we head into this semester, what does life have? Life is organized by cells. Um, Living things metabolize. They have reactions that occur. Living things reproduce, and not only reproduce sexually, but reproduce asexually. Living things grow. Living things develop. Those two words usually go hand in hand. Growing is getting bigger. Developing is changing. Heredity. So we pass on some sort of heredity, either DNA, RNA, also involving protein. And then all living things have a relationship to the environment, and that will be our first unit, ecology, the study of the environment and the living things in the environment. All right, that is your first little intro. You should have looked at the syllabus already, and like I said, not necessary that you really take notes on that, but it's a good start to our semester. Have a great day.